uh, uh, uh. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
On March the 26th, 2023, a tragic incident unfolded at the Carrington Place at Wildwood Apartment Homes in Columbia, South Carolina. What started as a quiet evening quickly turned into a devastating crime scene that claimed the life of 25-year-old Wynter N. Wynter was a dedicated mental health officer with the South Carolina Department of Corrections and a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority. Those who knew her described her as compassionate, hardworking, and committed to making a difference in her community. That evening, around 6 p.m., the Richland County Sheriff's Department responded to reports of gunfire at the apartment complex. Upon arrival, officers found Wynter outside one of the buildings, suffering from a fatal gunshot wound. Despite their efforts, she was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect in the shooting was identified as 27-year-old Renardo S. Johnson, a resident of Pelion, South Carolina. According to reports, Johnson had barricaded himself inside an apartment, leading to a tense standoff with law enforcement. For nearly 3 hours, negotiators attempted to communicate with Johnson, urging him to surrender peacefully. However, around 9 p.m., a single gunshot was heard from within the apartment. When officers finally entered, they discovered that Johnson had died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His death marked the end of a tragic series of events that left the Columbia community mourning the loss of a young woman with a promising future. Wynter's passing had a profound impact on her family, friends, and colleagues. Her mother, Lashin Williams, spoke publicly about the devastating loss of her daughter.
She was a good friend, good sister, great daughter, all around just a good person, a rising star.
She says the family welcomed the man and there were never any signs of mistreatment.
We didn't see any signs, no signals. It wasn't like she was coming around us with black eyes or anything like that. So there was none of that.
Making the murder a shock.
It is definitely a betrayal. Because this man looked me in my eyes all the time. And whenever I would talk to him, I'd say, I'm giving you my child, a wholehearted, bubbly personality, and that's how I want to get her back. And he always assured me he would never do anything to hurt my child.
She says Wynter's death has given the family a new purpose.
We want to make it clear, real clear. Domestic violence is not a joke. It's not something that we should take lightly. For those of you that are posting on Facebook and doing all that unnecessary stuff, I don't care what a person does to you. You don't have the right to take her life. You don't have the right to put your hands on nobody.
Emphasizing the importance of addressing domestic violence and the need for change. It's too much. It's too much. We have to come together and figure out how we can put an end to this, she said in an interview. Her grief was shared by many who knew Wynter personally, as well as by those who were deeply affected by the circumstances of her death. At the South Carolina Department of Corrections, where Wynter worked, her co-workers remembered her as a dedicated professional who always treated others with kindness and respect. In honor of her service, a memorial was held at the Broad River Correctional Institute, where colleagues shared stories of her positive impact. Many described her as someone who brought warmth and encouragement to those around her, making a difference in the lives of both staff and inmates. Her death also reignited discussions about domestic violence and the importance of recognizing warning signs in relationships. Community leaders and advocacy organizations stressed the need for education, support systems, and resources to help those who may be in dangerous situations. Vigils and rallies were organized in her memory, not only to honor her life, but also to raise awareness about preventing similar tragedies. Although the exact nature of Wynter's relationship with Johnson has not been widely discussed, Cases like this highlight the need for greater awareness of interpersonal violence and conflict resolution. Law enforcement officials and advocacy groups continue to stress the importance of recognizing the signs of potential danger and seeking help when needed. Domestic violence prevention programs have been working to provide education and support for individuals who may feel trapped in unsafe situations. In the wake of this heartbreaking event, Wynter's loved ones remain focused on preserving her legacy. Her sorority sisters at Delta Sigma Theta continue their work in community service, honoring the values she stood for. Her co-workers at the Department of Corrections reflect on the importance of supporting mental health professionals and ensuring workplace environments are safe and supportive. For those who knew Wynter personally, the loss remains profound. However, her story serves as a reminder of the importance of safety, awareness, and looking out for one another. The Columbia community continues to heal, with many hoping that increased awareness and preventative efforts will help protect others from experiencing similar tragedies. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence or feels unsafe, resources are available. The National Domestic Violence Hotline provides free and confidential support 24/7 at 1-800-799-7233 or through their website at www.thehotline.org. Seeking help can be the first step towards safety and support. As we remember Wynter, we also recognize the importance of standing together as a community, raising awareness, and taking action to create safer environments for everyone. Her legacy will continue to inspire change and encourage conversations about the importance of prevention and support in situations of domestic violence.
Wynter, I wouldn't think of just a sweet, innocent girl who was out here trying to make her mom proud, make her family proud, and just to do what she loved most.
I'm the baby of my family, and so she was my little sister, and so it just hurt me so bad because I wish I was there for her. I wish I was right down the street. I just wish she would have called.
The lights burn now.
I just want everybody to keep us in your prayers.
My gun.
Long live Wynter. I love you, baby girl.
Don't mind my baby Nova, but this is my first time taking pre-workout. Fucking pre-workout. And everybody is telling me the best way to do it is just to dry scoop it with some water. So we gonna see. Shout out to Alan. Worst experience in my life. But I loved it. How do you fucking do this? Do you just like throw it back? Okay, I'm back. I watched some videos. They just like throw the powder in their mouth and then drink the water. I feel like I'm gonna start with the water and then the powder so I can just swallow. Okay.
The mother of a murdered Richland County woman is looking to turn the tragedy into a rallying cry against domestic violence.
Wynter N.'s family confirmed she was killed in last night's multi-hour standoff between deputies and a barricaded man. Richland County Sheriff's deputies say they found N dead outside before starting negotiations with the suspect.
So this happened on the 700 block of Mallet Hill Road in Richland County. That's on the northeast side. Chris Joseph spoke with Wynter's mom today.
LaShawn Williams is the mother of Wynter N and describes N's murder as a shock and a betrayal. She says she's now turning her energy to taking on domestic violence.
She was a good friend, good sister, great daughter, all around just a good person, a rising star.
LaShawn Williams spoke lovingly of her daughter, Wynter N, describing her as determined and community-driven. She says the family welcomed the man and there were never any signs of mistreatment.
We didn't see any signs, no signals. It wasn't like she was coming around us with black eyes or anything like that. So there was none of that.
Making the murder a shock.